Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. So, last year was announced that a second season of the animated anthology series Tales of the Jedi would be coming sometime this year, which we finally have some details on it, which it won't actually be a second season of Tales of the Jedi, but another anthology series titled Tales of the Empire, which will once again have 6 episodes. And this was revealed alongside a new trailer. So I'm going to be breaking the trailer down, but a lot like the Tales of the Jedi anthology series, there'll be 2 main characters, both getting 3 episodes, which the characters are Morgan Elsbeth, who appeared in The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, and the former Jedi Barriss Offee, who mostly appeared in the Clone Wars animated series, which in that series her story was kind of left hanging, didn't know where it went, and so now we'll finally see her story continued and maybe completed. But this trailer and news definitely came as a surprise, but I do like that they're changing it up instead of just doing more Jedi stuff, kind of switching it to more dark side characters and whatnot. Obviously they're still Force users, but they aren't Jedi, or at least aren't Jedi anymore. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But let's just dive into the trailer. I'm going to kind of split it up into 2 segments. I'm going to first dive into all this stuff with Morgan Elsbeth, and then I'll go into the stuff with Barriss. If I remember, I'll add timestamps to it and whatnot. But the trailer actually starts with scenes with Morgan as she's speaking with Grand Admiral Thrawn on this forested world. I think it could possibly be Corvus, because we do see Corvus later on in the trailer, which Corvus was the planet seen in The Mandalorian Season 2, Chapter 13, The Jedi, which, was the episode Morgan originally appeared in. But we see Thrawn ask Elsbeth why, she seeks the Empire's favor, which Morgan explains how her people and world were destroyed, referring to the Night Sisters and Dathomir, and how all of that has just made her angry, but also strong, and so she wants to offer that strength to the Empire, which Thrawn accepts that, which during this dialogue, we get scenes of what I'm assuming is the genocide of the Night Sisters on Dathomir, as, kind of more, we see Morgan reacting to it and whatnot, which later on in the trailer, we do get several more scenes on Dathomir with Morgan fighting the droids and whatnot. She has these 2 little circular sword blade thingies. I don't know what to call them, but they have Night Sister magic on them and whatnot, which she uses them to take the droids out. But we also see her fight General Grievous, which I am excited to see him again, as we really haven't gotten much with him recently, outside of the occasional comic appearance, but even then, really not anything super crazy. So definitely excited to get more of him, even though I don't really think he'll be a crazy big appearance in this series. It'll only be probably 1 episode and not even that much of it. But there is one shot later on in the trailer. I really don't know what's going on too much in it, but I'm assuming it's on Dathomir, as we see the battle droids, and there's some person in the middle doing some crazy stuff, makes a big white blast thingy go off, taking out some of the droids. Not really sure what's going on there, but I do want to mention it. But there's another shot of Morgan on Dathomir standing in front of a big forest fire, which then transitions into a shot of Morgan walking away from a exploded ship with a fire taking over this forest in the background, which I'm once again assuming is on Corvus, as we later see Morgan confronting Wing and some New Republic officers on Corvus, which Wing was the governor from the episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. But we get dialogue from him saying, you said the Empire would help to change things. So I'm assuming Morgan, maybe in the past with help from Thrawn, or maybe in this present time, convinced Wing that Corvus needed the Empire, and so maybe now after the fall of the Empire, Wing has gotten the help of the New Republic to take Corvus back. But then Morgan obviously fights back, as we see in the trailer, and we also see that ship from earlier blowing up while one of the New Republic officers is caught in the explosion. So I'm assuming that's what happens. During this moment, we also see the HK assassin droids again, which were also in that episode from The Mandalorian Season 2. But that's pretty much all the stuff with Morgan. I think I have a pretty good idea of what the 3 episodes will be about. Obviously, there'll be one about the genocide of the Night Sisters on Dathomir and what Morgan was up to during that. Probably another one with Morgan meeting Thrawn. And then I'm assuming the last one will be about Morgan fighting the New Republic and Wing and whatnot. But to now jump into the stuff about Barriss, we first get a scene with the fourth sister, who originally appeared in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, going to Barriss, who's in the cell. I'm assuming maybe on Coruscant, not fully sure. But the fourth sister offers Barriss to join the Inquisitors, which Barriss seemingly accepts. And so the fourth sister frees her, which right after this, there's a scene with Barriss walking down a hallway with clones around her who are in full black armor, which really isn't a crazy scene, but I do think these could be an early version of the Inquisitor Purge troopers, maybe. Not fully sure there, because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the Purge troopers appear in the Darth Vader comic series, which happens very shortly after Revenge of the Sith, so I don't know. I just think that could be a possibility because they're all black, and I don't really remember any point in time where there's all black clone troopers. There probably was, I just can't remember. But there's then a scene with Barriss and the Grand Inquisitor, which the Grand Inquisitor is training Barriss, and I'm assuming is the Fortress Inquisitoris. And we see the Grand Inquisitor give Barriss a lightsaber, telling her, "Mercy only breeds defeat, but it will help you overcome this weakness." And he then makes her attack him with the lightsaber, which, he's able to maneuver out of every single strike Barriss does, which he then uses the Force to push her up to the ceiling and then drops her down, which ends up giving her a bloody nose, which definitely stood out to me because I don't feel like we've ever gotten blood like that in a animated Star Wars series, at least from what I can remember, so that was definitely interesting there. But there's then some scenes of the fourth sister fighting this blue lightsaber wielding Force user. I'm not really sure on who it is. Can't really get a good look at the person because it's very fast. But there is another shot of another Inquisitor running up to assist the fourth sister, which I think might be Barriss. But then there's another scene with the Grand Inquisitor giving Barriss and another recruit a final test to join the Inquisitors, which the Grand Inquisitor and I think the fourth sister is also there. They're kind of high up on this higher up area, while Barriss and the other recruit are kind of down below, and a red laser barricade kind of surrounds them, and there's this big pit in the middle, and the final test is, and the Grand Inquisitor throws one lightsaber in this barricaded area, and so Barriss and the other recruit have to fight to the death, I'm assuming, which it seems like Barriss wins, as the trailer ends with Darth Vader greeting the Inquisitors, which includes a Inquisitor outfitted Barriss, but also the Fourth Sister and Marok and the Inquisitor Ahsoka defeated in the Tales of the Jedi short. So, cool to see those two characters again, but obviously I'm assuming it really won't be much of anything. And they both are very similar because they both got killed by Ahsoka and both turned to nothingness. So, I guess maybe we could learn more about what exactly they are. But I am very excited to dive back into Barriss and her story and to see what I'm assuming is her deeper descent into the dark side as she's seemingly going to become a Inquisitor. But unlike Morgan, I'm not exactly fully sure on what her episodes will be about. I'm assuming maybe one with the fourth sister recruiting her, then one with the Grand Inquisitor training her, and then maybe one with that there's that scene with the fourth sister fighting that other Force user, so maybe that could be the other one. Not fully sure though, but it does kind of excite me more as we're left a little more in the dark about what Barriss's story will be like in this show. But and obviously it's a little different because with Barriss it's more continuing her story and we don't know how it ends. Where Morgan is more giving her more backstory as we know where her story ends and whatnot. But the series will release on May 4th, 2024, which is, Star Wars Day. And a lot like the first series, all 6 shorts will release at the same time. So, it's only a month away, which is a nice surprise. Obviously really wasn't expecting this too much. At least now. I was kind of expecting this to release later in the year. But it is nice to get it now, as the Bad Batch will be kind of ending right before that, and getting this, so just more Star Wars animation. Obviously, I'm definitely excited to see where Star Wars animation will go after this, as we're kind of now in the dark about it. So, hopefully we'll learn more about what's next for Star Wars animation in the coming months. But, obviously when this series release, I'll be doing probably a full season review, and then eventually doing individual episode reviews. But that's going to be it for this one. You check out my reviews on the Tales of Jedi series, also the Bad Batch, and everything else to do. But even Star Wars review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
But I will help you overcome this weakness. Attack!
You said the Empire would help to change things.
Everything comes at a cost.